In this video, I'm going to show you how to combine data from different. I have 3 sheets here. We have January, February, March, and each of these sheets are properly arranged in such a way that our first column has month, our second column has salesperson, and the third column has sales. And the arrangement is the same for each of them. So that's one of the things that you need to check before you combine your sheets. Now I have another sheet here which I'm going to use to combine the data from the 3 sheets into this one. So to go about this, first of all, I open the curly braces. Then I come here, the arrow across, then down. I select January, semicolon, go to the next sheet and select February. So go to the next sheet and select March, like so. Control down, close your bracket, and press enter. Now when you do that, you can see that our data from the 3 sheets been combined. Now you may come across a number of challenges when you use this approach, and I'll show you how to deal with those challenges. Now, assuming I come here and I add another person here, I may call him Roberto, and he has 40,000 as sales. When I go to my combined sheet, that I don't have the addition that I made. Now that problem can be overcome by removing the end reference. In other words, it is picking data up to C6 in each of these sheets. So to overcome that challenge, you remove the 6 there so that it moves right to the last row. Remove the 6 there, it moves to the last row. And maybe before I do that, let me first retain this because I want to show you something. So when I press enter, you're gonna see that what happens. In other words, for January, it is picking the Roberto that was missed out. Then it leaves space here. Now, when you go down, I believe you'll find you may have to. Okay, right now it's even leaving out the others. But let's see how we can sort out this challenge. So what we are gonna do, I think I don't have enough rows on this. Let's first add rows here. And then when I do this, you see I have a count of 17. Yeah? So the others are shown right down, somewhere down, shown right down. So I can remove the 6 here also, and also remove the 6 there. So it is displaying all my data. As you can see, my count is 17. But it is bringing in these empty spaces. The question is, how do we remove these empty spaces? Now, the best way to remove this is to use the query function, and it takes the data which is specified here, comma, then we need to use the select statement, and I don't think we have a header. So our select statement is going to say select column, I think and say select all where maybe column 1 is not empty. I use that. And let's see whether this one works. And truly it works. You can see now it has brought January, February, and March right down here. So, and here I've said column 1 is not null. Now, that one will only work if this column is not null. For example, we have Mary here, the first item. If I come here, you can see Mary right there. However, if I go and remove this January here, now my Mary will not appear in this sheet here because this column 1 is not null. It is null rather. So column 1 is null, so it leaves out Mary from January. If I put January there, you can see Mary now appears in the combined sheet. So as long as the first column is not null, it is gonna work. So either you need to have a column that you're sure that it always has values, such that when you combine, that column is not left out. However, if you want it to work for all the columns, what you're gonna do is you're going to say where column 1 is not empty, or you can say column 2 is not empty, or column 3 is not empty. So when you do that, and we go back and test our first scenario where we left out this, you're gonna see that Mary will appear, of course, with a blank, because where we're picking this from is blank. So she will appear there. Next, if we come back to maybe January and we leave out the salesperson, this one will not be affected. It will still appear, but with an empty person here, because we don't have an empty person there. And the same applies to sales value. I hope you get the idea. So the best way to solve this problem is to use a query function, select all, and say where column 1 is not null, column 2 is not null, or column 3 is not empty. So when you do that, it will bring all the values irrespective of what is in the other sheet. Now, our sheets now are dynamic, so whatever I add here down will automatically be reflected in the other sheet. So if I add Mary right down here with 30,000 and I go to my combined sheet, you'll find that Mary will appear right there. So this way you can use this to combine your data from different sheets into one sheet. Why would you want to do this? You'd want to do this for maybe analysis purposes. You want to bring everything into one sheet. After that, then you analyze your data from that one sheet. I hope this has been helpful, and if so, please subscribe if you have not yet. Like, give me your comments, and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching and have a great day.